Just
Do it now.
anything. Do it now, he says. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations.
What is going on?
What in the world?
What is going on? What are we doing?
So that's custom made.
I guess if you want to use the most technical form of that animated, your loosest form.
We doing this?
Oh,
When are you gonna play the actual intro?
Congratulations, Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy. You're tonight's winner, chicken dinner. Are you out there, Fluffy?
Yay!
Good news is we're not going to make you be here tonight for this one and only occasion since we kind of just ended it Friday.
So is he tonight's winner or is he last week's winner?
His last
I don't know. I guess he's last week's winner.
Oh, I have to do another one?
Is he tonight's winner and last week's winner?
That's
Yeah.
rigged.
That'd be
rigged.
Yeah. Yep, he's out there.
Oh,
Is this-
snap.
All right.
Is this
And
Twilight?
now the surprise for everybody, no more giveaways.
Yeah, can't afford anymore after this.
Actually, on Monday nights, it can't be present to win. So it just didn't work out for you.
That's true. All right. So, hello, everybody, and welcome to the first Monday night edition of Fowl Territory. This is Fowl Territory 300. That's right, boys and girls. Seems like just the other day we were doing 200. In fact, it was the day I retired from work. So, gosh, I've done 100 episodes since I retired. Wow. So, anyway, it is Monday, February the
That's
24th.
Crazy.
That is crazy. Let's see who's out there in the
Crazy.
Boo's laying out
Yeah.
his driver right now, calling you a son of a gun, just
Got
to
a lot
mention
of
retirement.
people out there in the audience. I want to say hello to Gun Websites, and I want to acknowledge a couple new channel members. Rimfire Range Relaxation, thank you for joining the channel. Also, JJ Rainey has joined the channel. Thank you very much. Dynamite. We have DeBerg out there. We have Ron 2A Matters. Dale
Oh,
Pogue
that
is
guy?
in the audience. Rich White out there and in here.
Ugh.
Hillbilly Up out there and in
Ugh.
here. Ron Wayne is out there. And going down the list, let's see. Duffer426 is in the audience. And C4 Defense out there and in here. We
Screw
have
that guy. He's the worst.
we have
The worst.
Misty Mrs. Wayne out there. Ozzy Osborne is out there barking this evening. Gerald Muir is out there. Let's see. Still going. Weston
Oh,
is
looky
in the
there.
audience.
Looky there. Gun Websites just gifted 5 Gizzard Gary memberships.
Thank you very much. So Mr. Bob Dabalina was gifted a membership. Also Nutty357. Calamity Jean gifted a membership. 10X Shooters. And G. Gadwa. All gift memberships. All right. Very, very
Did you see
cool.
that OG out there? I don't know if he knows Travis T's back.
What?
Huh? I haven't got down the list yet.
Oh, I'm
but,
sorry.
Congratulations, Travis T. You're tonight.
Yeah. Too bad, Jacob. He had to come back sometime.
I was going to say, hold on, is Jacob S out there? Because we still have this theory going that they're the same person.
Yeah,
Jacob's out
Jake
there.
and Travis T's never in the same chat.
Yeah, it's just one.
Okay.
He's using
So-
2 devices at once. He's
He's got 2
trying to throw us
laptops.
off the trail.
Bear with me here. Still
Gonna throw
going
you
down
off the
my
trail?
list here. We have JJ Rainey, new channel member, is in the audience.
Excuse me. Screw you, Defense Dad.
Okay, Minnie Wayne is in the audience. Wow, all the Waynes are here tonight. It's a Wayne party. All right. The gun snob out there and in here. Alex Parlin in the audience. Gun Websites. I think I already mentioned him already. Denny's Plant-Based Journey is out there. Starting to lose track of who I've already mentioned. Artec and Daughters is in the audience, and George Cortez in the audience. A lot of repeats. Anybody new? I don't want to miss anybody.
Boomstick just popped in.
Do you guys want to read? I still got to get to the bottom of this list. Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy, our winner, is out there. George Cortez says it's rigged. Travis T has returned. Welcome back, Travis T. All right. Let's see. Rimfire Range Relaxation. I mentioned him earlier. We have Jacob S. is in the audience. Guns of Barbecue out there and in here. Gosh, we have 34 people out there. I've probably named at least 17 of them. Alaska One Andy in the audience. And am I ever going to get to the bottom of this thing?
Nope.
Boomstick, otherwise known as Fuku YT, is out there. I always like to see Fuku. Blind Guy Photography. He sounds kind of familiar, actually. So anyway, yeah, so we finally got to the bottom of that. All right, so guess I better run tonight's banner. And there you go. Of course, we are having another giveaway tonight. The hashtag for that is #FT300, otherwise known as #FT300. And we will be giving away some pretty cool stuff, including you will want to stay for this. Because not only am I giving away a knife, I'm giving away a flashlight. And I'm kind of, sort of giving away, I don't know if I can say that word or not.
That's right, folks. You heard him right. He's giving away a fleshlight.
Woohoo!
Oh, hopefully it's not used.
I am giving
No,
away.
yeah, very much. Hopefully not.
I am giving away a bug assault rifle also to somebody. Probably the biggest single giveaway I've ever given.
Oh my God!
This is huge. It's huge.
Huge. You're getting all kinds of stuff tonight. Plus the Aegis gun care stuff, because you're getting the cleaner and lubricant combo kit.
I hope so with that flashlight.
But easier stuff come in Sunday, by the way.
Oh, good deal. All right, we got Mr. HO661 out there. We have Michael Dunn in the audience. G-Web says it is mind-blowing. How about that? Michael Dunn says, boom. Yeah. 300 episodes of this crap. You
Isn't
believe
it
that?
glorious?
300 episodes, and it seems like just yesterday we were starting this, doesn't it? Or does it really seem like we've been doing this 7 years?
I don't know. Have we?
I was opening that up for a joke from some of my panelists, but evidently they're not taking the bait. So it seems like it's been 500 or something like that. So that's kind of what I was anticipating hearing.
You're the one that's been around since the dawn of time, so.
Yeah, we're not all Methuselah. Good Lord, Gary. Come on now.
You're pretty old yourself.
You're over a decade older than me. Be quiet.
We're going to go there, are we?
You're the one who started it.
So, real quick, like I see a lot of hashtags out there. So, okay, let's get out of here real quick. I'm doing some stuff in the background. I'm doing some background work here, okay? You know, the production required to put this on is unbelievable. It is quite the monumental effort, and it requires so many people and so much talent to get this done. But I did want to get this over with because it's a boring thing I do every time I have an anniversary show, and you people would be pretty bored if I didn't do it tonight. So, how do we stand on the top 10 list for all-time appearances on Fowl Territory? And I'm not going to bore you with a 19-slide slideshow. It's just one
What?
panel tonight.
What?
What?
Just
What happened to Gizzard Gary?
Was he drinking when he compiled the list?
no, I'm just trying not to bore the tears out of people. So, but I think we'll get the gist of it here, and I think you might have a pretty
easy.
good idea here of who's who on this list. Number 10, of course, is G Webs, who has appeared 57 times. Kingpin, who hasn't appeared in over 2 years, still has 63 episodes under his belt. Glimtech Arms, who's just about that long, 79 episodes. Two Live Moo, 80 times. Hillbilly Up has been here 90 times. Wow. Guns of Barbecue, number 5 with 121. And then we have Sarge in at number 4 with 126. Rich White in at number 3 with the bronze medal at 219 appearances. And coming in for the silver is the Gun Snob with 243 appearances. And as always, our co-host is also the most frequent panel guest. Obnoxious One has been on here 268 out of the 300 episodes.
Suck it, losers.
That's
Be
pretty good.
careful. Gunsnob might kneecap you there so he can get ahead of you.
He is 25 ahead of his nearest competitor.
I have a bit of trivia that I'm going to see if you can figure out. Who was your first guest on the show out of that top 10?
Clearly, at the end of the day, it was Hillbilly.
Out of that top 10?
I bet it'd be
Sorry.
Rich.
I don't even know that for sure.
I bet it'd be Rich.
I'm going to go look real quick.
Limtech or somebody. Could be Kingpin.
Let's see. Who was on
Not
the-
that you have to do it and get the show bogged down. I was just wondering.
Nobody in the top 10 was on the show until episode 8.
Wow. So I
Strangely
wouldn't have
enough.
guessed that.
Strangely enough,
So if it's episode 8, that means it's somebody other than me.
that's correct.
Who is
Only
it?
one person out of the top 10 was in the first 9 episodes, which would have been the 2018 episodes. And that person is G Webs.
No, there's 2 people in the first 9. Me.
Oh, that's right. You were 9. G Webs was in on episode 8.
There you go. Bam.
Then in episode 10, we had Snob come in episode 10. So, yeah. Obi was a late comer, but boy, did he come with his guns a-blazing when he got here.
I feel like there's so many little 12-year-old boy
Yeah.
jokes and everything you're saying. I'm just having to
Easy.
keep my mouth shut.
I was gonna say, thank God he added guns a blazing.
I think
Yeah, he had gone ballistic.
I think technically G Webs has been here on the most episodes because he's always in the panel. Contributing. He just not in the panel. He's always in the chat. Just doesn't
Well.
always jump in the panel.
Let's make it 58 because we have now been joined by gun websites.
There you go.
I'm coming
Look at
after
those
you.
numbers. Hello.
I think he's been on the most episodes.
Well, let's take this opportunity real quick. I'm going to go ahead and get this graphic off here. Let's go ahead and introduce tonight's panel since I haven't done so tonight. And first up is my co-host, Mr. Obnoxious One.
Yo.
Yo. And then we have the lovely Rich White.
Don't let my wife hear you say that.
Lovely.
The lovely Rich White. And our man in law enforcement, Sarge, C4 Defense.
Who?
You.
Nah. I just play one on TV.
Oh, well, you play it well. Well, thank you for being here. Let's go to my neighbor to the south, the one, the only, the gun snob.
Yo. God. I'm an idiot.
Yo. And
I
then let's
recorded
go.
a video without pressing record.
It's okay. I recorded 5 of them today outside with my mic minis. Guess which one I grabbed? The one that's paired to my Pocket 3.
Oh.
FYI, just because your transmitter lights up green doesn't mean it's getting signal from your mic.
Oh, you're recording with your phone?
Mm-hmm.
So
You have to tell us that for us to know. We thought you were recording with your Pocket 3.
we do have Two Live Moo has just joined us out there in the chat.
Oh, he woke up from his nap.
On with the intros. We're gonna move up.
Fountain Creek induced nap.
We're gonna
Probably
move
got cold.
a little bit north and a little bit east of the gun snob. And let's go over to Missouri and say hello to Hillbilly Up.
No.
Hey, everybody.
I don't know.
Hey.
Happy 300, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ozzy says he remembers the first test show.
Who does?
Ozzy.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Fuku White T says, I remember thinking the show was going to be about baseball. Well, it's totally about baseball. I mean, the logo itself is a diamond. Come on, man.
That's because the host is a diamond.
Diamond in the rough.
Well, yeah. Duh. Nobody thought you were a fully polished diamond. Come on now.
I got potential, though.
Yeah.
Potential. I might amount to something someday. Anyway, thank you for being here. Let's go down to the bottom row and say hello to Mr. Keystone State himself, Guns and Barbecue,
Yo.
who says just another manic Monday. I love that. All right. Bangles reference. Love it.
Who?
Bangles, you've heard of them?
Mm-mm.
Still better than the Bears.
Cincinnati team.
Yeah, Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I was walking like a chameleon there for a minute. Egyptian.
Walking like a chameleon.
Yeah.
I don't remember Boy George being in that band. Anyway, let's move on.
Matchup.
Since you've heard
2025.
him, you know that the Dayton Bacon Czar is here. Justin Grimm. Hello.
Thanks for having me tonight.
Michael Dunn says, "Don't diamonds come from coal?" Just saying. Well, that's kind of harsh. Nutty 357 is out there, says, "Happy FT 300 and cheers to many more." Thank you. Let's see. And last but not least, who just joined a few minutes ago, let's say hello to Gun Websites.
Hey, can I take a minute since this is episode 300?
Sure.
The last one. First off, sorry to Justin I just realized that once again I forgot to send you anything. I was going to actually go live today and put the orders together. I owe you and somebody else something that bought something at the store, but it is coming. I apologize for the long delay on it. But Gizzard, somebody had said something kind of in jest out there, but I just wanted to take a second because it's been a while since I've been able to riff on this, I guess. That I really appreciate the live shows, the people that host the live shows, people that join in and participate in the live shows. I've been around for a while, and they're super valuable. Like they're so valuable you don't even know until you've been through a real fight. Luckily, we haven't been through a real fight in a while. We've had some fights, but we haven't just been wailed on in a long time. And this internet, I think, is one of the reasons why we're able to resist some of that stuff. And I think that, with my personal opinion, I think that these live get-togethers are more valuable than the national level organizations. They do some heavy lifting, but keeping their finger on the pulse, they can't do. They don't do. And what they do is watch shows like this one. There's people out there with massive audiences, and all they can do is manage a massive audience. People like Gizzard and Hillbilly and others who've hosted barbecue and others who've hosted live shows. It's real. We all know that we're all real humans. We've all met each other, in real life multiple times. And this is the blood that the industry uses to keep that pulse, right? That like understanding of what's happening out there. It wouldn't happen without the YouTube giving us access, the different things like StreamYard and stuff, giving us the tools. And none of that would happen if people didn't show up and people like Gizzard didn't do the lifting to create a show. I mean, 300 is no small feat. What'd you say, 7 years of, you can remember the good stuff. Hopefully we'll remember some good stuff today. But there's a bunch of bullshit. There's just a bunch of lame stuff, and there's just a bunch of tedious crap and lame stuff and bad times and slow times and stuff. And that's why I appreciate you guys so much that do these live shows and that show up for these live shows, because you don't have to do it. There's no money in this. There's no fame, really. There's, it's just doing it for each other. So anyway, it's been a while since I've riffed on that. I don't have it prepared or nothing, but I really do appreciate you and other people like you that came before or with you, and all y'all that are part of this. Like I say, I think that a lot of people will never say it, but they're watching what y'all are doing, what y'all are saying, and then they just take credit and say the same shit on their shows with big ass audiences. They don't have time. They don't have the ability to actually pay attention to what's going on. And shows like this bring that from people's experience out to the world to have it archived. 300 shows means that Gizzard's channel has 300 real conversations every single week. Sometimes for a long time, there are 2 times a week that were public that are archived. And now we know that AIs, I guess I'm not done. We now know that robot AIs are reading our transcripts and using that in their understanding and what they say to the next, to the future. I always used to say that what we do on the internet is like the old black and white pictures that we find in a box in the closet. And that's our glimpses of like the whatever that would be, the 1930s or the 1940s or something. It's 2-3 generations from now when nobody remembers who anybody was. The robots that they send back in to look at the old internet are going to be watching shows like Gizzard Show and watching all the comments of y'all. Anyway, appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for the kind
That's such a wild way to think about it. Like people that they'd be looking back this as a documentation of what was going on. That's so
seriously, because there's no, you can watch all the big channels and all you're going to see is like the glossed over version, right? Like for the masses. But if they really want to know what's happening, they got it. Like there's nothing more real than what's been going on. All the abuses. Is there anything on the other side? Do the millionaires pay to have something like this? No. The other side just takes marching orders and does. On our side, we like have, because of Gizzard and folks like y'all have archived the whole thing. Like the whole fight.
All right. Well, I do want to take the time to make a public service announcement this evening, and that is and this is in the vein of winter safety. This time of year, we have severe weather, we have snow, we have ice, cold temperatures, and stuff like that. And you have to be careful. You need to dress appropriately. You also need to make sure that you're aware of your surroundings and, just be very careful out there because, bad things can happen to you. For example, let me show you what can happen. This individual, who shall remain unnamed at least for a few seconds anyway, seemed to be tired enough after work that he decided to lay down for a little bit, maybe. But
what a maroon!
Looks like he's watching YouTube on his phone.
If anybody can identify this person, or if he cares to self-identify,
I think he already has.
I'm going to go with always wear your life alert. See, this individual did not have his life alert around his neck and wished he did.
All I know is this individual needs to put this video on his YouTube channel.
I suggested that, and I was struck down on that idea. Two Life Me says, gravity is not my friend. Neither is ice and slush. Gizzard Gary.
Is this somebody that slipped on a bunch of loose 9mm somebody left laying around on the ground?
That's possible.
Yeah.
At your age, Moo, you should really think about, maybe getting a cane or something, I guess.
Yeah. I think he definitely needs a life alert.
Yeah,
At least some of those little things that go over your shoes to keep you from slipping on ice.
I bet you right now he feels like he got hit by a truck.
I'm gonna go with
He's
G-Webs
probably
and
so sore.
I'm gonna go with G-Webs and he limp wristed on the way down.
Well, at least he didn't slide under the truck this time.
See, now if he would have had 245s like Yosemite Sam, he could have just blasted himself back up.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Literally what I thought of.
He could have just counteracted and blasted himself right back upright.
That's why I refuse to live where there's ice. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
No one needs that much ice. Look, it's just on the ground over there.
The ice control.
Well, it almost looks like he slipped where he'd cleared the snow, but I'm guessing there's something slick underneath it.
See, that's not. He didn't clear it. He cleared it during the fall.
Oh, there you go. He's doing snow angels
By
right
breaking
when
it.
he's writhing in pain. Yeah.
Or he farted.
Fart blast
Just
area.
blew the snow out from behind him.
Whoops. He says, "Yep, I'm sore."
I guarantee it.
If I
Just
was
like-
him, I would have said I caught one of those chipmunks that was turned down the wall, just jumped on it.
Just put
Fall
grab
on
rails on
that.
the side of his truck.
This is a couple years ago. We were going to breakfast, and one of the younger guys on my squad, he comes in. He said he totally bit it in the parking lot. I'm like, do what? He said, yep. He said, I got out, feet flew up, landed flat on my back, and I was like, wow. So we're eating breakfast, and by the time we're eating breakfast, he can't move his neck. He's having to move his whole body because he was getting stiff. It was actually pretty funny. Completely waylaid him by the time he was done.
But I certainly hope Two Live Mood does recover. He did assure me that he was not seriously hurt, although he is pretty sore.
Yeah, it's all fun and games. As long as he's not hurt, we can handle him being sore.
Yeah, if he'd have
Definitely
died or
not.
something, I wouldn't have put that on the screen because it wouldn't have been funny. But
Definitely gonna feel that tomorrow, though.
But if he'd went to the hospital, we would all still laughed about it. But died, yeah, we wouldn't have laughed then.
well, yeah,
At
but
least not for a few days.
Would have been
I mean,
fewer jokes if he died.
At least try to fall on your other side next time.
The older you get, the harder you hit the ground.
Stop
Maybe
bruising
more-
your steaks.
More respectful jokes if he died.
Yeah, we would have been classy then.
that's one
Yeah,
of
I
the
think
nice.
that's a better way to put it.
Well, that's one of the nice things about having short legs and being weeble shaped is I'd probably bounce off my belly for it, and I wouldn't fall that far.
You hope.
My daughter was having me
Oh.
carry the baby out to my vehicle the other day, and she's talking about. She said, "Don't slip on the sidewalk." And I said, "One thing about it," I said, "my legs are short enough. The baby carrier's only clearing the ground by about 6 inches, so she ain't gonna fall much more than about 6 inches."
Oh, he fell on
The
his
5-inch inseam.
Moose says, "If you remember, I fell on my left side last." Oh, so you're spreading it out. I see. That's
He's
that's smart.
equalizing it. Yeah.
That's smart. Yeah.
The other day I saw this video on Facebook, and this lady says, "So I'm blind," and people ask, "How do I know when my toddler's ripped off his diapers and run around the house naked?" And it goes to her in a clip where she slides in a pile of urine and, goes crashing to the floor. And I was like, man, that one really hits closer to home than I'd like to admit. And okay, when I lost my vision, I ballooned up to 4 bills, and 5 months after I lost my vision, my son was born. So when he was a toddler and doing that crap, and I took a couple spills, that friggin' hurt.
I guarantee it. What are you down to now?
I'm flirting with 250.
Nothing wrong with that. That's for sure.
It's because I ate like a trash panda all last year. Say I should be like 220 minimum right now.
You'll get there. I know you. Once you've set your mind on something, you do it pretty quick.
I try.
You got resolve.
You're flirting with 250. What's your name?
Let's say Gary's downstairs neighbor.
I think
Actually, I heard she's.
I think
I've never weighed her. I
barbecue.
don't know what she weighs. I don't even know if she lives here anymore. I haven't seen her in ages.
I think barbecue and Joyce is going to the gym pretty often, don't you?
I wish I could get to the gym. Let's say the closest gym to me is about 15 miles one way. I don't have a way to get there, so it's just calorie deficit diet and what I can do at home. So I told Gary in the pre-chat he needs to get some power blocks to have at home.
That was a goddamn setup for you to pressure him to go. You're
Yeah.
terrible at this.
He missed
He
it.
needs to go to the gym. He needs to get
Gary's
on it.
like, power blocks. That's what I charge
Say,
my phone with.
5 months out of the year, I'm having to roll around with friggin', preteen and teenage wrestlers and get the snot kicked out of me because I'm terribly out of shape. Yeah, until you start wrestling with kids that are in shape, you're like, God damn.
So screw you. Round is your shape.
Right?
You should practice against the guys next time. Might help you out a little bit. Tim S is out there. Says congratulations on 300. Thank you. All right. So we've got 41 people watching this. Let's see. 33 of them on YouTube and then 9 on the X. So far, nobody on Facebook, but hard to believe a good conservative platform like Facebook and Meta don't have any viewers there. Who'd have thought, But anyway, yeah, just remind everybody, if you're just coming in, we do have a giveaway coming up later on in the show. It probably won't be right at the top of the hour, but we'll have it before we leave. Of course, you are required to be present to win, and the hashtag is #FT300. Pretty easy to remember. It's the name of the show. And I want to remind everybody, especially since G-Webs is here, it's important to remind everybody that Gear Websites is your source for every Second Matters gun channels, gear, ammo, ID, and more. They have patches, stickers, and other items, and every Friday is Free Patch Friday. And it's not Friday today. You'll have to wait till Friday, but make sure and buy cool stuff.
We'll
At
do.
Gear,
Oh, sorry.
at
Thanks for the plug.
gearwebsites.com. Yeah.
Thanks for the plug. And you can just call it like More Patch Monday or something. We don't throw more patches in there all the time.
Oh, sweet. Well, there you go, folks. Oh, looky here. We've got another visitor out there by the name of Chase Duffy. He says, "Are you Wichita drunk? It's Monday. I'm stone cold sober, man. I'm crazy as is. My friends will attest to that. I'm not real reliable when I'm sober. So anyway, yeah, and you got a link in here. So we got room for one more. We can get 10 on here. So anyway, let's see. What else can we talk about? 300 episodes. You think we'll make it to 400?
You think you're going to fit me, you obnoxious, Chase, all of us on here?
What is
I've
this?
seen how many
Have you looked in
people.
the mirror at all? Have you looked at
I've
all
seen
of
how
us?
many people we can fit in an Uber.
This ain't an Uber.
Yeah.
I say I don't think I can get 4 in a row on here. It doesn't really work. Wichita drunk. I love that. We do have Abigail Finnegan has just came in. So, yeah, we got a pretty lively crowd out there. Any 2A news recently since Friday? I mean, literally over the weekend. Or any news of note that we can discuss? And that's for you people out there in the audience, too. If you have any topics you'd like to suggest, Chase says, if the Clapped Out Club Suburban can do it. Yeah, that's true. Fluffy says it looks like the Brady Bunch on the screen now. Mike is out there. We have 46 people watching this. Could it be a record?
Snubs the maid. Are we the oldest on the bottom or the youngest on the bottom? I don't remember.
The oldest are on top, I believe.
Dang it.
Snob is Alice.
Probably Cindy or some shit.
Yeah, I believe.
Sounds great, Greg.
G-Webs is Bobby. I'm Cindy. Damn it.
Here's a story.
Marsha.
I'm just glad I get to be Alice.
You're always Alice.
Alice doesn't live here anymore.
I don't know. Did you go ask her?
Well, if she's 10 feet tall. Chase says Snob does love the meat, so that checks out. Yeah, he raises beef. he does like meat. That's true. He's telling us all the time to make sure and eat beef because that's good for business. So I'm sure that's what he meant.
That's a pretty good joke, Justin. Why didn't you say it out loud?
No. He told it in the appropriate place.
Can you let me encourage my bad behavior of
No.
other people?
No.
No.
Let's
One has to be the
see.
voice of reason.
Abby says, does Alice have a restaurant? Yeah, and you can get anything you want there. Denny says, now I expect you guys to end with good night, Jim Bob. Good night, Mary Ellen. Wow. We could. We could, but
I don't know what that is. What was that?
Waltons.
Waltons.
Oh.
The ending of every episode of the Waltons was basically them yelling good night from their various bedrooms and stuff like that to each other.
Good night, John Boy.
I remember that one. Yeah. Okay.
Now, Tim S. says, but you have to kiss someone's grits. That's true. There are all kinds of Alice references out there.
That was
Yet
Flo.
nobody's
was
brought up
Flo.
Alice
That was
Cooper. Alice Cooper, Alice in Chains.
That was Flo. Get it right.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Some-
Alice that said that.
Stow it, Blondie. I'm not talking to you in particular. Just throwing out a Mel.
We watch
Just
that
one.
show every week because my folks loved it. So
Is there, since this is a new adventure into the 300s, is there going to be a pre-290 episode 299 bracket where you compare the best brackets from episode 0 to 299?
I haven't done that many brackets on this show. Well, we were for a while, but brackets kind of ran their course. Unless, of course, you're on DM Foss's show where you'll get one every once in a while. Alice on the Brady Bunch, Ron Wayne says. Yeah, that's kind of how we got here to start with. We made a full circle. All right. Circle of
Gets
life.
the square.
I'm just glad I'm in the middle of this circle. That's going to be a fun place.
Yeah.
What will it go round in circles?
Snob the pivot man.
It's gonna go round and round.
Like a
Comes
bird up
around,
in the sky?
goes around.
I think G wants a bracket on who gets Spartan kicked in the chat.
This is Sparta.
Oh, that took me a minute. The 300. I get it.
But the question is, can I beat the record that was set by Roll Call 219? Because he ended on 300. So if I go live next Monday, I will break Roll Call's record.
Did he go on 300 or 319?
Was it 319?
I think
thought it was
he
300.
was going to do 300, and then everybody was like, do 319.
Well,
I thought he
darn,
was-
then I'll have to wait till this summer to break it. Oh, well.
No, he was going to go on 219, and then he just ran to 300, I thought.
Oh, okay. I mixed up then.
Denny says
Miss
for
Roll
playing
Call.
on 300, I think I've heard this before. For playing on 300, then 300 blackout versus 300 Win Mag. Somebody already mentioned 300 Win Mag.
I feel like you should
I
give
was
away
trying to
300 win mag.
I was trying to convince Gizzard to give away a 300 Win Mag. I sent him
And
a
rig it
Browning
where
X
you
Bolt,
want.
and then I sent him a Tika that was cheaper. And he just, well, yeah, I was going to rig it where I won, of course. I'm not an idiot.
I disagree.
Okay, well, I'm not that much of an idiot.
What about the 30
Can we do a
secretary,
bracket
like,
on whether or not
so
Snob's an
much?
idiot?
And
How amazing would it have
That'd
been
be a
if, like,
short bracket.
Gary's like, oh, we'll do that, and then Snob messes up the rigging, and I would have won.
we'd just redo it.
I feel like it would be funnier just because of Snob's reaction.
I think Gizzard should give away a 30 super carry since that's technically a 300 caliber.
He has one of those he can give away, doesn't he?
He's got an unfired
Yes, I
one.
do. Matter of fact,
Kind of thought he did. Has an optic on it now, though, doesn't it?
does.
Unfired.
Rather nice one. Jacob S says, Gary, do you remember who won your first giveaway? Off the top of my
Oh,
head.
he has it in a spreadsheet.
I do.
Kingpin.
Let's see. Oh no, I don't think we did a giveaway until the 2019 season. Yoder, Texas won my first giveaway on January the 4th, 2019. That was Foul Territory 10. Yeah.
How do you have this categorized? How do
Is
you
this for legal reasons or is this
reference this?
Now, the first time we used the StreamYard giveaway tool was on Foul Territory 125 on April the 30th, 2021. And the winner of that was X Adam 1. I got all kinds of useless stats on this stuff, man.
AI ain't got nothing on Gary.
How do you have this? How do you categorize everything?
It's called a spreadsheet, dude.
But I mean, how do you? That's a lot of info to fill out.
It is.
He's old school analog.
I have no life. I have no wife. I have no life. I don't have kids.
This is why you don't watch
You could-
movies.
Well, you're not watching. You
that
should watch movies.
spreadsheet.
You wouldn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. If he'd watch movies or do Amazon videos, he gripes about Amazon. Need to do more
Or go to the
Amazon
gym.
videos.
Or go to the gym. That spreadsheet ain't gonna help you.
The Saint is out there. Mystic Guns.
Oh snap!
Don't worry, Ron. That's a separate spreadsheet, but he's got it.
The building. Jacob S says, oh yeah, didn't you used to have quiz questions and then you switched to random pickers? Yes, we did. Bad thing about quiz questions is after the first few episodes, we determined we couldn't let panelists play because they heard the question before the time delay and they had an advantage. So
I don't know. They're towards the end. You'd ask a question, and it seemed within 2 or 3 seconds, Kingpin already had the answer out there. It was like he was in the chat with us.
Like he's in my head.
It was incredible.
He's selling the answers.
And like the one was like in episode 56, this happened. At what timestamp was it? And he's bam. And you're like, how in the hell did you just do that?
Yeah. Like, what episode did Snob almost get his nose bit off? Let's think of all the fun things that happened here on Foul Territory in the last 300 episodes. We saw a man almost lose his nose on a live stream.
That would have been a full meal for that dog.
I know, right?
Yeah, blowing sweet nothings almost cost him a nose.
Was that a life-changing moment?
But now he knows better.
Yeah. That dog was like, I ain't that into you.
How come you didn't do a best of compilation, like where you showed all this stuff?
Maybe I'll have to do that.
I'm surprised you haven't like clipped all these moments.
Yeah, can't clip
So you could have done that.
There's been so many. I've had 300 episodes. If I did 300 1-minute clips, that would be a 6-hour show.
I don't think anybody
300 minutes.
implied you should do a best of every episode.
Well, some of the episodes sucked. Well,
I don't think
most of the episodes sucked.
I said just best singular moments put into
And
a
I don't-
compilation.
I don't think they need to be 1-minute clips either. They could be just be like 5 seconds.
Yeah. See,
I feel
that
like at
doesn't
least
fit into the
58
spreadsheet
episodes were
formula.
really good.
Must do 1 minute.
I wish we had some of the old "You Will Be Detained" web, live streams, because there were some pretty good moments in those, like when we almost set the studio on fire and stuff like that. Jacob S says, I haven't seen Kingpin in ages. He's still around. Travis T says, has anyone
He texted me on
broken
my
my
birthday.
win record? No, we have talked about you, though.
Jacob S is trying.
A
Jacob
lot
might
of
be close.
Who's won the most giveaways?
Travis T.
I was thinking about. Oh, sorry.
Bring up the score sheet.
Who's the closest second?
Okay, well, let's look at that.
Yeah, we've been
Well, he's
wondering
looking
where
at that. I was
Travis
thinking
T's been.
about setting my office on fire on Boomer's birthday whenever it came up in my timeline that it was Boomer's birthday or
You
on
should.
Facebook the other day.
You should absolutely do that.
Travis T has won the giveaway 21 times. The nearest to that would be 12. And that has
Jacob
been
S.
done by Jacob S. and Midnight Range TM. So he's 9 ahead of his nearest competitor.
Notice
Who's
as
the
soon as
third?
that guy won a bunch of times, he booked out of here.
Well, he was selling stuff on the eBay store and he got low, so he had to come back.
We went down to the hockey game for Boomer's birthday. Yeah.
Kingpin would have had more if you hadn't changed the rules on him.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we have Weston gifting a Gizzard Gary membership, and the recipient is Walnut and Steel. Very good. Thank you, Weston. Appreciate that. Travis T says 22 tonight. That sounded pretty cocky. You got Jacob in here now, by golly.
Oh, I like it.
Another gifted membership from Weston. This one goes to Krabby Turtle. All right.
Krabby yet?
Yeah.
Check
Krabby.
that out.
So Jacob says, who has the most wins in giveaways consecutively? Now that's a
Travis
good
T.
question. No, I don't think so. Who was it? Somebody won like 3 or 4 in a row. Was it?
I'd say it might have been Kingpin.
Let's see.
Was it Duffer?
No, this was pre-Duffer.
You guys say because he won a few in a row.
I know back when we were doing the quiz. Yeah, Kingpin did win his share. Gun-toting pacifist won like every other week for like a 2-month string there. He was winning left and right. You don't see him too much anymore. Kinky Spankter won his share back in the day. Everybody remembers Kinky. Let's see. I'm saying 3 in a row by Kingpin, although he gave them up. So I don't know if that counts. But yeah, 3 in a row is most I'm seeing from anybody. I mean, the chances are we've got a select few that seem to be really lucky at this stuff, though.
So 3-peat's like the most ever.
Travis T says, I won
Not
every
if you're
week.
from Kansas City.
Like I say,
Oh,
Yeah.
soon.
Why?
Kansas City definitely didn't pull off the 3-peat.
Now, Travis T says, I won every week in December 2024. He actually meant 2023. I went back and looked, and he is indeed right, because one of those was from Twitch. But yeah, he won all 4 giveaways in the month of December 2023, and he gave 3 of them away. So,
Dang.
Yeah.
Who were those winners?
who ended up actually receiving it? Let's see. Weston was one of the recipients. Chris Lang was one, and Artak and Daughters was one. And the string was broken, first of 2024, by the one and only the Gun Snob, who broke Travis T's 4-peat.
Wouldn't it have been a 5-peat?
Almost. Yeah. Captain Codebook is out there.
Captain Code.
We got 48 people out there in the chat. Let's
Do it now.
see. What else? What other kind of hijinks? Gosh, I do need to go back and compile a list of all the.
Not a list. I don't want you to paint the picture with words. I want you to show the highlights or play 'em.
well, who's here? Our good friend Gabe at Sex is out here. He says, "Yo, what's
Oh
up?"
my gosh.
Wonder who that is.
No clue.
Wish I knew.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah.
My old buddy Gabe. I haven't seen you in a while, Gabe.
Travis T said there was a rule made for me for a while that prevented winning 2 consecutive weeks. I remember we had to do that. Yeah.
Probably needed to.
Tim S says, but Travis T was winning in other chats also during that time. That's true. And Jacob S is hot like that. He's won like 2 or 3 giveaways in 1 week on various chats. Let's see. Captain Codebook says, taking a shower, was going to play music, but saw this was live. Maybe you all know I am listening naked and wet. Well, that's the best way to watch this.
Hot.
I would if I
It's getting
could.
hot in here.
Take off all your clothes.
Just laying on a bare rug in front of a fire.
Doing the old George Costanza.
Timeless art of seduction.
Jacob says, wow. Oh, come on, man. You're young. The young conservative himself, Jacob S. Jacob says, I need a shot of whiskey now. Wow. Yeah, that'll help.
Should pour him out a double shot of whiskey.
Should. Make him a Long Island iced tea. I hear those work well.
Those are fantastic.
They'll
The
get
shot
you
of whiskey
going real
doesn't get the
quick.
taste out of my mouth. Nothing will.
As Mr. Holster used to say, that'll warm you up and cool you down at the same time. Jacob S says, what's your favorite shot of whiskey, brand and flavor? Panelist? Anybody? Anybody do shots?
No.
No.
Nothing
Moonshine.
good can happen.
I prefer to just drink straight from the bottle.
Is bourbon
Hopefully it's
whiskey
your
or is it
bottle.
different things? Is bourbon whiskey or are they different?
Yeah.
things?
Bourbon
yeah.
is American whiskey.
Yeah.
Then I've had, because of Marco, I've had all kinds of expensive ass bourbon. I don't know what it is though, but there's some that are really good.
Define really good.
Like
I
they
can't
taste
believe anyone
good,
really likes
or
that stuff.
they taste like interesting, especially after you've had a couple of them. Like I never sat down and had like a tasting or anything, but like Marco will sometimes. I guess it not so much recently, but maybe years ago, he would buy like a bottle of something in Vegas and drink most of it, and then instead of throwing it away, I would just drive it home. So I'm just driving back home. So then over the year, at some point I would drink it. So I've had a couple of, like I say, different brands of the fancy stuff, Pappy, Whippleton or something, and they're just not like gross.
Happy Van Winkle?
Maybe.
Okay, that's one of the rare ones.
Yeah, he would buy like, him and whoever would buy, a nice one because of SHOT Show or whatever, or because of the trip or whatever. But like I said, they're okay. I just don't know what they all are, but I think that there's something to be said for the age, I guess, or is it I think it's just the age, right? It's not the
I think
type
it's the age of the barrel.
Yeah, maybe the
age.
barrel.
Yeah.
I think it's a
But I really
combination.
don't know. I mean, like I say, I'm just getting leftovers and going, oh yeah, it's pretty good.
So out there,
I actually got to taste some Pappy Van Winkle one time that was like $6,000 a bottle. And damn, it was smooth.
So out there in the chat, we've had Nutty says tequila. Abigail says, I sip Irish whiskey and shoot bourbon. Michael Dunn brings up Fireball. Ozzy says Sweet Lucy. I don't know what that is. Defense Dad says, why would you drink whiskey when rum exists? And then Surrender Park says the Glenlivet single malt.
Yeah. Scotch whiskey. I've had
And
that.
Ozzy says rum is the reason pirates never ruled the world. Nutty says Tullamore Dew. Nutty says yak. Blitz is out there. He says Elijah Craig on the rocks. And George says root beer. Okay. Nobody has brought up Jägermeister.
Ugh.
You don't have any
Really?
Jaeger
I didn't know
fans?
whiskey.
Absolutely the worst possible alcohol delivery system.
Somehow my wife drinks Jaeger and Red Bull occasionally, and
Of course you
Aren't
do.
we old enough to remember the schnapps back in the olden days? Like,
No, schnapps was good.
Jägermeister is still worse.
okay.
Jägermeister and Red Bull would be straight rocket fuel.
Mm-hmm.
it's
It's
terrible.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's
Had it
terrible.
one
It
time.
can't be that good. It'd have
It's
to blow your
absolutely
mind.
the worst possible alcohol delivery
It's like
system.
drinking your Red Bull through a piece of black licorice.
Mhm.
Is it worse than Zambuca?
No, I think it's worse than that, Snub.
And in case anybody was wondering, all bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Right, because like rye is a whiskey.
Yeah, bourbon has to be at least 51% corn, plus a bunch of others, plus a bunch of other actual
Is
legal.
Isn't it like champagne where it has to be
Requirement.
made here also? Can it still be
Yes,
whiskey?
it has to be made in the United States to be bourbon.
Oh, so we can't have bourbon from outside the United States.
Nope. That
Why
would
is
just
that?
be whiskey.
Fake bourbon,
It'd just be whiskey.
corn whiskey.
So Fluffy brings up Mad Dog. Boy, you got to be pretty desperate to drink Mad Dog.
Yeah.
I've been there. That night train. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been on the night train.
How about
TJ
Lord? How about
Swan.
Lord Calvert? Have you praised the Lord?
I don't think so.
Mm.
Don't think so. But I have done the Mad Dog and ridden the night train.
Never.
I've done tequila.
You've never done either of those?
I haven't either.
What? You ever
TJ
drink Mad
Swan,
Dog?
Easy Nuts.
How do you possibly grow up in the 80s and not drink night train?
Apparently, it's easy.
Yeah.
I never did it.
Never
I'm
did
gonna
it
be-
either.
How many people had someone in their family, either their house, their grandparents' house, somebody else like uncle's or aunt's house, that had like a full ass bar, and then people would go there for holidays and
My aunt and uncle did.
Oh yeah.
I knew people whose parents had vodka bottles that were mostly water.
That too.
when I was a little
Yeah, I
kid,
may
like,
know this thing. I'm
so
true
many
about that
people
one.
had full bars that, and they would gift each other booze constantly and drink like 2 or 3 brands or whatever. So 90% of the stuff was just, for show or for, I was given that as a gift, and like sometimes they'll drink it or something. But yeah, there was always alcohol around. Nobody gave a crap about kids being around full bars of alcohol.
What to do?
Let's
Quick
bring
shout
up-
out. Quick shout out to Ron Wayne for $3 super chat. Go ahead, Snob.
Blitz brought up Boone's Farm. That was the
Uh-huh.
best way. Whenever you were in high school, you get your date a bottle of Boone's Farm. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
When I was in
back in
when
the
I was in
days.
high school, we got Bartles and James, and they thanked us for our support.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag cheap date. Yeah.
I really appreciated the wine coolers.
We're Bartles and James. Thank
Remember
you
the
for your
Strawberry Hill.
Remember the California coolers
I don't know if I ever even drank anything like that.
with the little bit
TJ
of cream?
Swan, Easy Nuts.
Is that like wine with sparkling water in it?
It was probably something like that.
Remember Zima's, the worst drink ever?
Yeah, Gerald
no,
just brought that up.
Jägermeister is still the worst drink ever.
Yeah,
I can
Jägermeister's worse than Zima. Zima
Zima
can be
was
saved
just
with Kool-Aid.
Different.
Time out. You guys are saying worst drinks ever. Have any of you had a White Claw?
Yeah,
That's-
it was
I
just
don't-
not
I don't
very
care.
flavored.
Sarge actually drinks
Jägermeister is still
That's
worse.
Zima's.
What's a White
Baby.
Claw? Oh, that's a alcoholic thing. It's not like a Monster.
Highly
a-
carbonated.
I have one.
It's
I
a
have-
seltzer
Gross.
with barely any flavor. Tastes like TV static.
That's a great way to describe it.
But there's booze in it.
Yeah.
$1.49 super sticker with a hot dog from Blitz. Very good. Thank you.
It was
Jacob.
actually-
Oh, go ahead.
Tim, it was actually MD 2020 is what
Yep.
the actual name of it was. Mad
Yep.
Dog was,
Not was. They still make it.
well, yeah, but it's MD 2020.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go drink some absinthe and forget this ever happened.
Synth make the heart grow fonder, is what they say. Abby says 4 Loco enhances my Florida powers.
Jesus.
Tim S. says, I heard there was never a bottle marked Mad Dog. It was always MD, which stood for Mogan David. I call BS. It's true.
It's MD 2020. Mad
Be
Dog
whatever
was
we
a
want it to be. It's
colloquial
our
name of
story.
it.
It's our story, and we're telling it.
Everybody knew what I was talking about. Knew what you were talking about when you said you had Mad
May
Dog.
not want to admit it, but you know what you're talking about. Everybody's had it, probably. I'm
Nope.
guessing.
I've still not drank any of it.
Well, you're really not missing out on anything. But when you're 19,
Is it booze or wine?
it's wine.
I don't know what the hell.
I think it's fortified wine.
You get drunk and throw up, it leaves purple stains everywhere. I know
I
that.
think that's what it'd be listed as, fortified wine. It's like
Mhm.
pepped up a little.
I'm sensing a road trip maybe in our future next time we get together, so Sarge can sample all the things.
That's the night train. We'll put him on the night train.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put that in the freezer. Trust me.
Get him some
Definitely
Ripple.
have to put the night train in the freezer and let it chill down really nice.
Do a thing so you don't go broke, where you just go to like a Walgreens and buy those little bottles of all the stuff that nobody else has tried, so that you're not like going to a bar and paying $15 a glass for everything.
Oh gosh, can't go to the bar.
Yeah.
You will go
Jacob
broke.
doesn't even know what night train is. He's asking, what
That's-
the heck is a night train?
That's a train that runs when it's dark outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually after sunset and before sunrise. DeBerg says, Mad Dog and me go back to my youth. I thought it
Oh.
was just me. Oh, no.
That goes back to apparently nearly everybody's youth.
Nearly
not
everybody.
Sarge's.
Hey, the Sarge isn't the only one on the panel that hasn't had it.
I
We don't
never
care about
heard
you
of it.
though.
I mean, I've heard of
Yeah.
it, but I didn't never seen it. Or
I've heard of it too.
Yeah, heard of it.
My jam.
My
Yeah, like the
stepfather
music.
actually had a Mad Dog tattoo.
That's
Dedication.
that's something. Yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
That is something.
You go through Sonic and get the big pink lemonade and drive to the liquor store and get a small bottle of Everclear.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's rough.
So I don't know if it's just around here or not, but we used to have a code when we would order drinks from Sonic. We would order them Z28 style. Which
Get me
meant
some alcohol.
Z28 style meant you left about a half inch at the top of the glass so you could add alcohol to it. So
Why not just get it and drink
yeah, that's
some?
kind of what I thought. Why are you asking them to short you on the drink? But okay.
Hey, don't give me everything I paid for.
Yeah, really.
I'm not thirsty or anything.
Well, I may have opened a can of 2 Mountain Dew a few times and took a drink, then put some wild turkey in there.
So Jacob
really?
says this in
I
Everclear
can
like
never figure out what to mix
proof,
with Mountain Dew. We tried for a
190.
while.
Yeah, it's 190. 200 proof would be 100% alcohol.
190 is bad
Everclear is
enough. It's about like
actually-
you're drinking.
Everclear is actually paint thinner.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what Everclear is actually really good for. The only thing I can ever say good about Everclear, if you ever have a real bad toothache, rinse your mouth out with that. You're
It'll make
good.
you forget your own name.
No, you don't have
Yeah,
to swallow it. You just rinse your mouth out. It'll kill that nerve, and you're good for a little bit.
No, it's all over. Probably.
Yeah, but the good thing about Everclear, as long as you keep some of it with you, you get down by the creek or whatever, want to start a brush fire and warm up, man, it'll start a fire no problem.
I think Gizzard should do some butt shots of Everclear.
But shots.
That will actually. I saw that on 1,000 Ways to Die. That will actually kill you. I'm pretty sure it was Everclear on that episode.
That's a hard no, Bob.
And I think I've mentioned it on here before. That's why Mountain Dew was invented, was for bathtub
That's right.
liquor, just crappy liquor back in the day.
Yeah, it was a mixer, right?
He's invented for mixing up moonshine.
That's where all the mixed drinks came from, was from Prohibition, because they were.
No, well, I've seen a show where they said that during Prohibition, people were looking for a thing to do, and they didn't have bars, so that's when soda shops came out, and also I guess women didn't want to go to bars always, so the sodas and stuff were concocted by all the different soda jerks, just screwing around with the ingredients they had.
Yeah, but the mixed drinks like the old fashioned and all that stuff were developed during Prohibition to hide the taste of the bad liquor.
I absolutely love a good old fashioned.
Because it was all like homemade ass bathtub shit.
What a surprise! Snob likes an old fashioned.
I drink it with my Werther's Original.
I'm shocked. I am absolutely shocked here.
You put on
Have you ever had a good smoked old fashioned?
with a 24-inch zipper?
Got into your life.
Have his old fashioned.
Hey, he's got the suit on in the pic right there. You can just imagine him holding the glass with his pinky out.
He's riding his penny farthing down to the speakeasy to get himself a smoked old fashioned.
He looks like
He's
the
doing.
Don in
What's
the
he taking
Oklahoma
down
Mafia.
there?
His penny farthing. It's his old timey bicycle with the big
The giant
wheel
wheel
in
on
the
it.
Big wheel.
Front wheel, yeah.
It's tragically hip.
Dirty Dr. Pepper. Abby says it's called butt chugging. She says, I tend
Yes.
to chug liquor the old-fashioned way. That's
And it will kill you because it completely bypasses your stomach and your liver, and you'll check out.
I don't believe you.
You ever see the one where that car guy, I think his name's like Richard Rollins,
Yes.
he snorted tequila up his nose?
Yes.
God.
What in the world
What
would make
in
you
the
think
hell?
about doing that?
That killed him?
I don't know. Well,
Probably
apparently,
all the previous drinks and cocaine he'd done before that.
apparently snorting a vape is a thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, we witnessed it.
Putting a vape in your nose. And that.
Yeah, it's popular in Vegas among the classy people walking down the street.
Mhm.
Really?
We saw it happen.
Because they
The
were
lady-
cold and their mouths were like underneath the scarf, or they were just being weird.
They were. I looked over, and this lady straight up stuck her vape in her nostril, pressed the other one shut, and inhaled real big.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
what if it's
"Holy-"
some kind of a subtle drug thing?
I don't know.
They're doing
There's
the
nothing
drugs.
subtle about it.
Yeah, whenever I saw it, I was like, I'm pretty sure that lady just vaped up her nose, and Sarge was like, I said, I'm not kidding. He's like, oh no, I know you're not. I just witnessed it too. I saw it.
I said, I can 100% tell you she did that.
I thought I was driving, and I just kind of glanced over. I thought that's what she did, but I wasn't sure.
Well, what
I
if it
was
isn't?
positive.
What is vape? Tobacco or just syrup? But
Nicotine.
what if it's like? Do they have a drug that's like that now?
Well, you can get THC in it, but I think this was just a little.
Well, I don't
I think
there's
she
any
far
drugs
far
in it.
surpassed that.
She just was drunk or something.
That's the weakest thing that this lady's done in a long time.
Abby said she could have had a tooth pulled recently. That's true. Mr.
No, to not suck out of the mouth. Well, that could be. People don't want to suck out of the straws and shit because they don't want to get
I
wrinkles.
think somebody in this chat's done that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will nowadays they'll vape up their butt so that they don't get wrinkles.
Never tried that one.
Butt vaping.
We do have a Mr. Bob sighting out there, so good to hear from Mr. Bob. Get well. Mr. Bob has been ill, so we do send along hopes for a speedy recovery to Mr. Bob. So let's see, we got 46 people still going strong here. So it's
all
been
butt
rugged.
chugging. It's all the butt chugging. That's what keeping them watching.
People are interested in butt chugging. That's true. So I want to end our poll out there because quite frankly, I forgot we had a poll going on.
Cool.
Poll question was, this refers to the question earlier, is Snob an idiot? 74% of our audience said yes, Snob is an idiot.
Wow, I didn't even know you were doing this poll.
Or you
I didn't
voted?
see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you
That's
guys should be
mean.
ashamed of yourself. Of course he's not an idiot. He's one of the most educated men I know.
Well, In fairness, Snob did say he's not that big of an idiot, which would indicate that he is on some level an idiot by his own admission.
Snob is sneaky smart, man. I tell you what, he got that stuff up in his head.
If I was smart, I wouldn't be in here.
Well, yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Nettie says infectionately. Wow. Michael Dunn says, thing I don't understand, why would anyone mix with water? I don't know. Unless you like water, I suppose. I don't know.
I don't know, but water is the ultimate killer. Everybody who's ever drank water has died.
Yep. So it's a tie between that and oxygen.
Yeah, I was gonna say that breathing, like
I've heard
My problem
love
with
it.
water is if you put metal in water and just let it sit for a while, it'll dissolve in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So will Alka-Seltzer.
I'm talking solid metal. How can that be good for you?
Talking structural steel, not Alka-Seltzer. Good comparison.
How about sodium? Throw some sodium in some water.
Yeah, go right ahead.
We did that in chemistry class once. Yeah.
Give you another experiment. Go stick a paper clip in an outlet. See how it works out for you.
Oh, I've done that.
Do it again.
Do it in a 220 one next time. You'd make it in 3
Nah.
pieces, though.
If you worked at a power plant, they would probably do that shit all the time. Mess with people. Oh, now you got to buy more power. It's going to cost
Oh,
more.
we did
now.
it for fun, yeah. Abby
If you
says
see somebody
depends
stuck a
on-
paper clip in here, you better buy our nuclear power instead of that old coal power.
That's right.
They go to people's houses. They stick paper clips in their outlets, so they have to buy more power.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And
Well,
get
if you,
electrical.
see, if you bend it into a U
Yeah,
and
nuclear
just
power,
put it
that would
into, if you bend it into a U and put it into both outlets, you have constant power. You never have to get any from the power.
Right. That's how you jump start it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like constant craving?
It's like that power strip that Snob gave me.
You
If
take
you
the
did it
power
long-
strip, you plug it into one of the 8 strips, and now it's plugged in, and now you have 7 extra power strips that have free power in them.
Mm-hmm.
If you did it long enough, you give your beard a perm.
That's true.
You just got to jump start it, then it'll run forever.
Okay, this came in last Friday from Michael Dunn. He said, freshly assembled today, new toy 9mm pistol.
Nice.
Very cool.
9mm?
9mm.
Mm.
That's what
I
he
was going
says.
to tell Michael Dunn out there talking about mixing with water. I know a guy that always drinks gin and water. He says he never has a hangover. So I don't know.
You also may not have the gene that creates the enzyme that gives you a
Could be.
hangover.
Yeah, and keep in mind in Flint, they have to mix the water with the alcohol to make it potable.
They have to put alcohol in there so it doesn't burn as much.
Yeah.
Okay, Justin sent this in last week. This is Detroit, Michigan. After the flooding and freezing.
Oh, shit.
That's just plumb crazy.
That
And
would
they're
suck.
still there.
It's
I'm
like,
at.
oh, it's flooding and everything's flooded. Oh, shit. Now it's all ice. That would.
Water
Well, I
main
heard they
broke.
had the giant water main broke, and
Oh. Because that water is bad enough, but when it turns into ice, like that's shifting all those foundations and rocks, and all those cars are probably getting tweaked and torqued. Like that ice is, assuming it's thick ice, right? Like it's gonna wreak havoc.
now a few years
Boomer was
ago,
talking about. I'm sorry. Boomer was talking about a flood they had. Like he was stationed in North Dakota for a while in the Air Force, and he said they had a flood up there, and it froze and it just sheared everything off at like a like however high above the ground, it just sheared it.
Turns into a big ass snipper, right? And just
Was that before or after he had his battle with the tumbleweed?
Oh, I don't remember.
So Jacob S. sent these in, and he says, saw these pretty pieces in Louisville Saturday.
Ooh.
Nice.
Louisville. Them look like guns.
Is that a pimp revolver?
I think so.
Those are all pimp revolvers.
Mm.
Keep your
Yeah.
pimp hand strong.
Revolt, that's right. And then he sent in this. Let me go ahead and show this real quick. We'll have to try to work in a little bit of Gorn since we didn't do any last Friday. He says, you need a bear trap? We need to trap something? Try a bear trap. Yeah, that'll generally do it.
Hey, we can get Snob a new boyfriend.
There you go. It's a good idea. Have to try that sometime. And then, now this is a rare item. You may not have ever seen one of these. This is a jumbo Civil War era hole puncher.
Yep, that would do the trick.
Uh-huh. Back in its day, I'm sure it did. So, good stuff there real quick. I'm trying to find. Now, this came in last week from somebody by the channel name, I believe, is Obnoxious One, and he shared this with us.
Never heard of her.
300 blackout.
Yep.
But you can just see the optic on top, and
See the optic and some kind of muzzle device just floating out there.
that's about it.
Yeah.
That and
And
that
it's
rubber
not
band right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
and a shadow. You need to put lights, LED lights behind it.
I send those in because I like Snob's eyes twitching.
Well, that's always a worthy cause, I say. Okay, and then he sent this little gem for us. A little smaller thing to look at. A tea sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Tisus.
Sauce.
Or some people call it tit sauce, but
Tit
I
sauce.
don't think
Well,
I don't think that's how it's pronounced.
it only took me 3 optics to find one that could actually get down low enough to zero it without bottoming out.
Hate when I bottom out.
Okay, so then we're going to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to take a look at this.
Boom,
Boom.
boom. Saber dagger.
Barrel with a twist.
Mm-hmm.
It does have a twist. As well it should.
Pretty damn nice.
I just thought somebody's having a rough time getting that tread protector off and twisted the barrel.
OB's really strong.
He is strong. And then we have this.
Wrexham.
Damn near killed him.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And don't you forget it. And then next, as I say, is this. And it looks like parts of this are missing too.
All I see is a trigger.
Yep. And let's see. Is there more there? Yeah, there's more. Ooh. Now we're going to look at a knife. Are you ready? Are you ready, America?
Are you ready to rumble? Let's get ready to rumble.
America. It's a concept.
Main Street.
I
Speaking
like
of my
that.
knives, freaking goddamn FedEx.
Yeah, did you get your knives yet?
No, they brought me a a lithium battery for my camper that I got sent, and both things were in Tulsa, or supposed to be out for delivery today. The
Is
battery went
Chuck
out for
back?
delivery. The knives, the Civivis didn't come.
Is Chuck back?
No, this is Jared or something. Is what the name on the app said. It's out
When you
for
get
delivery,
your
but
Civivis, do they have like a giant ass picture of a knife on the outside?
Yeah, there's some Chinese stuff in the little insert on the outside of the envelope. Yeah.
My last couple.
Mine did this time. It's probably custom stuff.
Yeah, it's like the customs thing. Like they've been putting it where the picture is on the outside, and I'm like,
yeah,
no wonder somebody's stealing these things. Like the fucking yes, picture of a pocket knife on here. Who wouldn't want to steal his bag of pocket knives that's obviously been shipped?
I forget.
So we got us a fine looking ProTech here on the screen.
Yep, that's the rock.
Aluminum handle, an aluminum.
Is that an auto or?
Yeah, it's an auto.
Okay.
Okay, and then we have this. This looks real familiar. I might have one of these.
Yeah, what was? Oh yeah, you probably did have one of those.
That is.
So
that would just exist.
I'm guessing you were near a campfire and you were using it to roast marshmallows or something, and it got warm, and then you dropped it because it got so hot, and then somebody ran over it with an ATV.
Yeah, it's been ran over.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I thought that was the BF Goodrich one.
That's the Kaiser Exist. Yeah,
I like that handle.
Oh, it's pretty. It's super grippy. I learned that term by watching Obnoxious One's channel, and that evidently is an industry term.
It is an industry term in both the gun and the knife industry. It's amazing. They've standardized that term.
And then I've also seen this. I think you and I got the same two knives.
That one is not super grippy.
No, it is not.
Is that wood or copper?
It's
That
aluminum.
is aluminum
Anodized.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, do they plan on bringing out other knives with that style of grip, but just different style blades?
I haven't heard. I think that's a designer edition from somebody. I can't remember. What's the model on that? You remember?
Shot.
The Shot. Let's see. Do I have any info on that? Let's see.
So the idea is that it's a thumb stud, and they're like, let's remove a bunch of the handle so that you can get to the thumb stud better.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty thin knife, so they really didn't remove that much of the handle. It's just a very skinny knife.
Yeah, that is by a designer by the name of Evgeny Bulletchev. 154 cm on the blade on that particular one, so not too bad, not too shabby. Let's see, real quick from Justin, and we're gonna have to cut off the Gorn here, but I'll go ahead and do these last few here. So, some of us have never walked away from biscuits and gravy, and it shows. Who he's referring to here. But I think
it's tough.
We're not skinny.
I think he might be right. So let's take a look at this. Okay, why is the party who hired 80,000 IRS agents to audit us so pissed off that they are being audited? And the caption says, what kind of bullshit is this? It's a good question to ponder, though.
Yeah.
I totally agree. And then, because we referred to this earlier, so I want to take a look at the new Glock, the new 2 Live Moo Edition Glock 43X.
Utterly fantastic.
Isn't it, though?
Eat more chicken.
I don't think that's that new. Those have been floating around for a little while.
I think so. Okay, let's see. Okay. I was just editorializing here. Me making a bologna sandwich, peels it off its little little red thong. You ain't gonna need these. Wow. Just wow.
The stuff you see on the internet.
Okay, so let's go ahead real quick because I think we've got time to maybe slither in a song here.
Lizard Larry's got something for you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you. Large prostate won't slow him down, chasing grandmas all over town. Got a sidekick named George the Cat. Lizard Larry's got something for you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's that time of the night. It's the time of the night you've all been waiting for. Well, all but Fluffy, because he had his giveaway right at the beginning of the show.
Does that mean he's not eligible for this one?
No, I didn't say that. Is he eligible? That's up to you. I'm not the rule maker here. I'm just saying he didn't have to wait on this. He'd already won. That's it's your call there, buddy.
Well, I didn't say otherwise, so he is.
Okay.
Oh, I like how you're changing
tonight's
the rule
giveaway.
halfway through.
Yeah.
Nope.
Tonight's giveaway is going to be abso-freaking-lutely amazing, folks. That's right. You're going to get all this amazing stuff. You're going to get a light, a knife, a gun cleaning kit. I mean, just what else could you want? I mean, other than a 300 Win Mag that Gizzard probably isn't going to give away, even though I tried to convince him to. I'm sorry, folks. I did my best for you, the viewers. I was really looking out for you, trying to get you to win a gun. But Gizzard
I find that
failed
entirely
to.
believable.
Yeah, something like that. Gizzard failed you. Just remember that, folks. Blame him. And anyways, tonight's giveaway brought to us by Aegis Gun Care, the great folks at Aegis Gun Care. So if you don't win, make sure you head over to Aegis Gun Care and pick up.
Okay.
Yeah, Gun Care. Close enough. And pick up your own gun cleaning kit, or just some cleaner, some lubricant, or some grease. Tonight, you're going to have the
Grease
chance
is
to
also
win.
a lubricant.
It's also the
Yeah,
word.
that is true. That's fair. Tonight, you're going to win a cleaner and lubricant combo kit. Is that correct, Gizzard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what else are they going to win? Are they going to win some amazing stuff? Why is my camera all jacked up? Oh, my Lord.
I don't know, man.
You'd think I
don't
could
know.
mess up behind me.
So I don't know how amazing it is, but I've got a pile of stuff.
I think
here
it's
to give
amazing.
away.
It's going to be amazing. He's going to give away an extra zipper pull tonight. He's going to give away like 2 or something.
Did you have to go to a bowling banquet tonight or something? What's with the
Oh,
What?
What's with the shirt? Did you have a bowling banquet before this happened, or
Just a Magellan shirt from Academy. I'm sorry.
okay?
I'm glad you dressed up for the show and classed up the place quite a bit.
Yeah. I really just put on a button-up shirt because I had to record videos, and I was using my Ceremonics so they don't have a magnet, so they clip on this better and work better than a T-shirt.
Okay.
If you want to know the truth about why I'm wearing a button-up shirt right now.
Well, thought maybe you had date night on Monday now. All right. So let's take a look real quick at all the swag I have to give away. Of course, we have the Gizzard Gary channel sticker.
No way.
And since it is an anniversary, we're going to give away all the Gizzard Gary swag, which includes the magnet. You're not only going to get the Fowl Territory thumbnail, but the vintage, seldom seen early bird chat thumbnail sticker.
Ooh.
You're
The early
also
bird's
going.
coming back? Is that what you just said? The early bird's coming back?
That's what I heard.
You're also going to get the glitter sticker and the holographic sticker. So all kinds of Gizzard Gary stuff. Plus, this hasn't been seen in a while, the Gizzard Gary Reviews sticker. All right. And then
I don't even
We're
know what
gonna-
that means to stick stuff on.
we're going to give you something to remember. The fastest sights in any light. That, of course, is our good friends at XSSights.com.
Never heard of her.
You've heard of them. You've also heard of these people. Live Free Armory. True American manufacturing, they say. Let's see. From DM Foss, we got a whole load of stuff here. We have the Hell No Kitty sticker. We have the Papa Smurf. And then you're going to get the complete, and I mean complete, set of Haterade, including the extra large orange. You're going to get the small orange, the small red, and the small yellow. So you can quench your thirst with Haterade. From some of our friends here, we have the Ron Wayne channel sticker from the Ron Wayne channel. We have this from Artec and Daughters Gear Review. We have this one, Make Somebody's Day Better. It's a shiny holographic sticker from
Tell me what to do.
Hillbilly Up. And then last not least, because we all love freedom, so Gun Owners of America sticker for you. Okay, so now we're going to talk patches. And I know you're saying I don't need any stinking patches, but you're going to get them anyway. You're going to get the 2024 NRA Dallas patch, courtesy of Palmetto State Armory.
It's so late here.
And since I'm not horsing around tonight, you're going to get the vintage Anderson manufacturing patch. That's right. And then we're going a little bit off script because I'm giving away a couple things I got at SHOT Show.
Don't say that anymore.
At SHOT Show 2025. One of those is the Zerotech Precision Optics patch. And
you should give away one of those little bracelets.
You're also going to get this from Gun Owners of America. This 27 words worth defending. Very cool. And speaking of Zerotech, you're going to get a hat from Zerotech. Yeah, but I'm not done with the patches yet. Here's a couple, and my panelists are probably going to have a cow when they see I'm giving these away. These are from Night Vision. You're going to get one of these. And I don't give many of these away, but I happen to have 4 of these, so I'm going to give you one. A special collector's edition patch from Night Vision.
I hope I have that one.
The Cyclops?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like Cyclops.
Isn't that cool?
I don't see that one. Gizzard?
Where'd you get
I
that
still
one?
have
Is that
3.
from this one? Is that from this year?
No, I've had that a while.
I don't have that one.
That's one of my vintage off my patch panel things. So basically it's stuff that I had more than one of. You're going to get the official Gizzard Gary pin. And you're going to get, yes, since this is a special giveaway, we're going to go back to the old tradition one more time. And you're going to get all 4 of the IWI zipper pulls in this giveaway. All 4. Now, you're also going to get a, since it's getting to be time for spring's coming soon, you're going to have cold drinks out. So you're going to need coasters. So I'm going to give you a set of VAA coasters, not just one coaster, a whole set of them. There's 7 in there. You'll love it. So special stuff. Yeah, we're going to give away. This is the Olight I1R2 EOS. This is a rechargeable twist to operate. It's got 2 different light levels on it. It is USB-C chargeable. Has a key ring on the end of it. Pretty nice little flashlight. You're going to get that. Also, this from, trying to remember which one this was. Let me get the box out and see. This is from Kaiser. And this is the Assassin. You're going to get the Kaiser Assassin. This is a crossbar lock, kind of in the shape of an Elementum almost. Ultim handles. I don't think they call it Ultim, but that's what it is. You got the lanyard loop in the back, kind of classic. It is super grippy. As you can see, that is super grippy. It's even a knife term. Yes, it is.
Everything's
So-
grippy with this guy.
You're going to get that. And lastly, well, not lastly, it's not even lastly, but I'm going to throw in this. I'm going to share a screen with you here. And this is the Bug Assault Orange Crush 3.0 Spring Piston.
You see, I'm trying to win tonight's giveaway because my Bug Assault died, and I've been meaning to buy one, and I haven't done it.
I just got one of these the other day.
And so that's pretty cool. And lastly, but not leastly, you will win the cleaner and lubricant combo kit. My mind went blank for a second. From Aegis Gun Care. So let's go ahead and get that shared real quick. Here is your giveaway tool. We have 50 entries
now.
in the giveaway. Obi, give the command, sir.
Do it now.
Was that one
All
in
right.
6 chance of winning?
Now, who's going to win all this stuff? Who's it going to be? Watch it be Travis T. No, it's Dale Pogue.
Dale.
Congratulations, Dale Pogue. You're tonight's winner. Olight and Kaiser dinner.
I've never eaten a Kaiser. I have eaten a Kaiser roll before. Is it the same thing?
It's not recommended to eat an Olight because, reasons.
And Dale Pogue is here. Very cool. All right. So congratulations on that. All right.
Great.
So,
If you were gonna swallow that flashlight whole, would you turn it on first or leave it off?
possible.
Well,
Real quick. Go ahead. You're going to say something, Snop?
I was going to say it'd be explosive on the way out.
Mm-hmm. Not in a good way.
Be eliminating.
All right. So about time to end the show. Let's go through the panel real quick. We're going to hit them up with the question, what did you learn? And then give them a chance to plug whatever they got coming up. So Obnoxious One, what did you learn this evening?
I learned that you can't tell the difference between 8th and 9th.
I was close. What you got coming up for us?
Stuff and things and stuff.
Good things and good stuff.
Yeah.
I trust.
Yeah.
All righty. So thank you for being here, Mr. Iron Man of the Fowl Territory panel. Appreciate it. Okay. Rich White, what did you learn?
I don't know.
Well, do you have anything coming up, or do you know
No,
that?
I learned that according to some of the panelists, it's odd if you haven't tried Mad Dog.
It's very odd.
Very odd. That was going to be one of my statements for what did you learn.
Do you have anything coming up?
The Sunday show, this week Unloaded on the Unloaded Media channel, either 8 or 8:30. Depends on what Scotsman does. And I got, when my eye heals up a little more, some videos I gotta edit and upload from the Great American Outdoor Show, and 2 videos I gotta film yet. So,
All right.
that's what I got.
Well, thank you for being here. So let's go down to Sergeant C4 Defense. What did you learn, sir?
I learned a lot of information is kept within your spreadsheets.
Well, we already knew that.
Yeah, you just learned that?
No, like he took it up a level by saying who won the contest, when was the first contest, and who won it, but yet who they gave it away to. He took it up a level.
You bet, yeah. All right, what you got coming up, Sarge? You going to do a live stream on Fridays now, or?
I have stuff and things coming up.
Son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's going to be all kinds of stuff and things next week, guys.
And
so.
since the Friday night 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock Eastern time slots come open, we may have to think about a live stream.
There you go. You may yet be
You won't think
detained
very
again
long.
one of these days. Mr. Bob says, I learned not to take respiratory meds during Gorn. You'll miss it all. Dale Porg says, or Dale Pogue wants to know if I have his address. If it hasn't changed recently, then yes, I do. Okay, so Sarge, thanks for being here. The Gun Snob, what did you learn?
I learned that you've been doing this for 300 weeks.
That's right.
That is crazy. That is a lot of useless information that we as a group have put out, and a little bit of useful information. We've had a lot of fun over 300 episodes.
And we've learned a lot of things.
We have probably learned some stuff. We probably also caused ourselves to become dumber a few times, mainly when Obnoxious talks, but there we are.
You son of a bitch.
Anyways, no, it's been fun. I'm glad to have been on a overwhelming majority of these episodes. How many was mine?
How many was yours? Let's see. That number. Now you're going to make me pull up Canva.
I know. I just wanted to make you pull up the spreadsheet again.
No, I'll pull it up in Canva, maybe.
312.
I've been on all 312 episodes.
243 for you.
243. Oh, you know what? My first rifle was a 243.
Yeah.
Papa didn't give it to Daddy, but Daddy gave it to me.
Papa loves Mama,
by the
though.
way. Yeah, Papa did love Mama, but Mama loved men.
But Mama's got a squeeze box she wears on her chest.
Daddy comes.
I think Mama's in the graveyard because Papa's in the pen.
Don't look now. Mama's got her. Never mind.
No, it's been fun, Gizzard. This is a lot of fun.
All right.
Glad to be a part of it.
Well, it's more
even
fun.
Even though some weeks I don't look forward to it, most weeks I do.
It's more fun because of all of you. So thank you for being here. Hillbilly, what did you learn?
Ah, man. I learned from my buddy Moo, do not wear Crocs out on the ice and snow.
That's probably true. Or you'll crock your hip. Or
Yeah,
your
you
arm.
get crocked. Thanks for having me, buddy. Fun
Yeah.
show.
You got anything coming up? You doing any shows?
Yeah. Tomorrow night we have our VIP chat, and then Saturday we got Guns Bearing Therapy, and then I got another video too coming out this week. I know one's with the new Savage rifle. So anyway, thanks for having me, buddy. Always fun.
You betcha. Thank you for being here. Let's go to the bottom row. Guns and barbecue. What did you learn?
I learned that Gizzard Gary's been slacking off on going to the gym and needs to get back there.
Boom.
Damn, he just called your ass out.
He just sarged you.
I can feel the burn.
It'll make him live longer. So I'll do
All
it
right.
again.
Because we
Now so
care.
you can get to 600 episodes.
Yeah, we're gonna be at 600 before you know it. What you got coming up?
Same shit, different day. I just got the Penn State photos finished, edited, and uploaded on the Facebook page. So if anybody wants to take a peek at those, they're up. I'm going to try and get some put up on Instagram because I haven't made an Instagram post in a while, and then get them up on the website hopefully in the next day or two.
You know, you
So-
can't say Penn State without saying we are first.
I know, right? They say, and then apparently after you say we are, and then somebody says Penn State,
Fox Sports.
the people that say we are supposed to say thank you. Learned that while I was photographing the match. Because, I mean, they just shout it throughout the whole arena the whole time. I was like, oh, that's a thing. Okay.
Well, at least they're not spelling their state anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
Pennsylvania takes a lot.
Yeah, Pennsylvania would take a while.
yeah.
All righty. Well, thank you for being here. Let's go to Justin Grimm. What did you learn?
I'm gonna stick what I was going to use. That I learned that not everybody on the panels drank MD 2020. Shocking. That's just shocking to me.
We need to have an MD 2020 night one of these.
Nope.
No,
I'm out. I'm out. I've had it.
Yeah, you're
And
going to lay out that episode, right?
And I finally am going to be getting some time back again, so hopefully I'll be getting out some videos again. I got definitely a few thought out, just got to put them together. But other than that, thanks for having me on tonight. Great show. Congrats on the 300. That's just unbelievable.
Yep, I never thought when I was starting this we'd get to 300, but oh well. Well, thank you for being here. And last but not least, the guy who got me on YouTube, more than likely, gun websites. What did you learn?
I learned that when you're the last out of like 9 people, that everybody takes everything you thought was going to be good from earlier. So, I don't know, something from earlier in the show, probably.
I figured you'd say friends don't let friends shoot 9mm or something like that.
No, we all know that. We all know that before. Yeah, thanks for hosting for so many times. And think about, I guess I was going to say something since I'm the last one, and to leave on a note of think of all those people that have been in the chats. You know, I talked about at the beginning of the show about all the people hosting, but we talked a little bit about some of the folks like Kingpin, but like Dead Horse and Pink and Mr. Knives. Mr. Knives is still hanging around once in a while. But, you know, the people that hosted a lot of the epic long-term shows and stuff, all the people that joined in those shows, that's what made them. So, yeah, it's been awesome. Thanks for being part of the community.
You bet. Thanks for being here. Since you mentioned that, yeah, we have had 75 different people over the years who have appeared on this panel. That's hard to believe. A good portion of those only came one time because, well, I guess they got smart and never came back.
That's their business. That's between them and their significant other. Is this just for this show, or is that for the Sunday show also that's coming back?
Just for this show. Yeah, the Sunday show was kind of up for grabs. I never actually kept track of that one.
And by the way, thanks for bringing that show back. We're all looking forward to it.
Yeah. So anyway, I want to thank everybody in my panel for making this a great show. Everybody out there in the text chat, everybody watching on the various platforms, YouTube, X.com, and Facebook. And if you're watching this on replay, thank you for doing that too. I appreciate it. And a special thanks to all of my YouTube channel members for everything they do to support the channel. Of course, I appreciate that too. This is going to be our permanent home, at least for the near future, Monday nights at 9 p.m. We will be back next week, and we'll start counting to the next one, Fowl Territory 301. Of course, for my channel members, remember, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central, a members-only chat, where we give away a knife every week to some lucky channel member.
Every week?
Every stinking week.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's just a rare thing on this show, but on Wednesdays, we do it every week.
Every week.
Every week.
I must be mishearing you.
No, I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, check that out. I've got some knife reviews to do. I've got some Civivis that are going to be released in a couple of 3 days. So, got to get those done and get those out there on the YouTube. So, look for new content out there. Of course, make sure and if anybody else decides to do a live stream on this panel, make sure to check that out. Check out their videos. Not just the hens, but everybody on the panel. Check out everybody's videos. Share the love out there on YouTube, everybody. Make us all better. So we are stronger, the strength in numbers. So anyway, I need to get off here. It's getting late. But remember what I always tell you. If anyone tries to infringe on your right to keep and bear arms, I think my panel would tell you.
Get fucked.
Bird. Well, that too.
I'm sorry. I got that wrong again.
We
don't normally allow cursing on this show, but I'll be son of a bitch if you didn't break that rule. So anyway, thanks everybody. Be safe. Have a great week, and we will see you here shortly. I'll give my panel one last chance to say goodbye, and then I'll roll those end credits. So, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Night all.
Remember,
Good night.
go to the gym, make yourself stronger. That way, if you have a fat chick pass out on top of you, you can push her off. Good night.
Night, everyone.
The children of the night. What
That's
music
solid.
they make.
That's solid
Give 'em a
advice.
bird.
Good night.